puedes ver, sé que me puedes escuchar. No me despiertes pronto tú, sé que es un sueño y no es real. Acércate, toda una guerra puede esperar. Déjame hoy besar el aire del valor en ti. Yo sé que estarás después que caiga con honor. Sé que estarás aquí, junto a la llama del sol te encontraré. Somos volcanes en un sueño tú y yo. Tú mírame y el miedo no estará mañana al cabalgar. Junto a mi espada estarás tú en la batalla una vez más. Abrázame que el tiempo es corto, debo despertar así. Cuando te dé mi libertad regresaré.
That's Venezuelan artist Baudilio Bay Evalon, or better known as Bay Evalon. He's a singer, actor, and filmmaker. And if you take a look at some of those videos, you'll be confused whether you're watching a short film or a music video or listening to amazing voice there from Bay himself. So let's get him on. He's joining us live on Zoom here. Welcome to Art and Culture Monday, Bay Evalon. Good morning to you.
Hello.
How is it? How's the weather over there?
The weather, I mean, it's maybe 10 degrees.
Okay.
And it's at 6 a.m.
All right.
It's the very morning.
Okay, you're getting up for... Do you have winter?
It's cold.
Do you have winter coming up?
Yes, the winter is beginning. It's autumn also, but actually it's autumn, but the winter is beginning.
Okay.
I think it's perfect. It's just perfect that this time, because the summer was really tough. And, I mean, extreme hot, and I think it's a salvation time for me this autumn.
All right. Thank you for creating time for us this morning. Watching that video that we just played there, and also your latest song, which is No Hay Mucho Tiempo. I'm hoping I'm not butchering the pronunciation. No Hay Mucho Tiempo. We don't have much time. Looking at these videos, it feels like a film. It feels like I'm watching a movie. Did you direct this yourself?
Yes, actually, that video that is appearing on the screen is another song called Volcanes en el Cielo, Volcanoes in the Sky, on the sky. It's a short film. It's based on a short film that was actually my first short film during my film career, and it's about an independent hero of the independence of my home country. And I wrote a fiction story about that character, and all the scenes that you are watching on the video are representing the life of that character, important for my home country.
All right. The cinematic works here are it's out of this world. You're a really good filmmaker then.
Actually, I'm studying, and when I started filmmaking in Spain, but I have been involved with filmmaking since my early age, since I am a teenager. I love films. Actually, I find filmmaking as another stage of trying to, as an actor, for example, the same way as you play a script is the same way I I sing a song that I write, you know. So it's the same process, creative process. When you are playing a character, you are creating. When you are writing a song, and when you are playing your own songs, you are playing a character that you are creating. So the creating making process behind the creation of a song and a script is the same for me, because I am singing the song and I am playing the characters of my script.
All right. Also a very good actor, if it's anything to go by, in your latest song, No Hay Mucho Tiempo. You're saying we don't have...
No hay mucho tiempo.
No hay mucho tiempo. No hay mucho tiempo. You're saying we don't have much time. What is the urgency? What is the urgent message?
First of all, I want to portray a character who are advising people in our time from a dystopic future. So he is preventing us, advising us that it's possible that we don't have much time to wait for fixed things that are happening now. You know? In order to prevent war, to prevent a kind of apocalypse, it's necessary to look into ourselves in order to fix our flaws and to get better, bring out the better of us in order to get better our surroundings and our space and people. It's not a specific. I'm not talking about a specific situation happening right now, but also how can we improve ourselves in order to solve all that kind of situations that are important for us in order to prevent war.
All right, and that's coming very apt, especially you're saying it's not necessarily inspired by the current events, but it's happening at a time when the world is also facing this global crisis of war. How do you feel it's going to help raise awareness? Do you think it's going to be very apt now in inspiring change?
I think that is my purpose with my music in this stage of my career. I'm talking, in the past I was just talking about love in my songs, but nowadays I can, actually it's a time better for me to maybe improve my speech through my music in order to say the things that I wanted to say always. You know? Those things are to maybe environmental things, maybe things related to people around you, I mean, in the world people are striving in famines and in drought, and that is very important to all, to everybody. And also, I think love is part of the creative making process of anything. I mean, when you are a journalist, and the love is implied in that. I think when I create a song talking about war, talking about people striving, the love is involved in that also.
All right. I see you've moved from love to what you currently are doing in terms of, using your art to speak about issues, but still having love in between there in the messaging.
Yes, absolutely. Love isn't everything, I think.
All right. So this is also from your album, which is Messages from the Future. Could you maybe let us know
Messages from the Future.
Right. What revelations have you gotten from the future, and what concepts can we get?
No, it's not revelation. It's not related to revelation, but advices. As I told you, the song No Hay Mucho Tiempo is like a man from the future advising us about the situations are happening right now. And there are many songs that are talking about the weather, climatic change, etc. So
you're focusing on this kind of futuristic themes, and now we already have war. There are a couple of songs. How many more are we expecting from the album?
For example, there is another song which talks about the climate change, for example, and also because in Latin America where there was a situation recently with the hurricane if you know that the European OT, that maybe some probably vast all the Acapulco place in Mexico, and that was the byproduct of the climatic change, and that is important for us, and that is important for me, and so I wanted to portray that feeling that people may feel in that situation, struggling in that situation, and I wanted to portray that in the songs, in that song specific. But actually, I'm talking about love also in another songs because it's important to people to be represented in the love itself in the songs. And so both you can come across both kind of things in this album: love and maybe environmental or social themes in the songs.
All right. You're an artist with a diverse range of talents, from music to filmmaking to acting, and I can see it evidently, of course, in your music as of the moment. How do you draw inspiration from all of this and still, put it out in one piece of art?
Okay, I think I love the performance. As I can do my performance, I'll be pleased. I will be pleased. So when I'm acting, I'm playing in front of the camera, I feel the same when I'm singing in front of the camera. And so I don't find any problem to do the two things at the same time, because there are creative things, not production things. I have a team crew, a production crew, who are delegated in every task of the production, and I'm focused only on the creative part, and whether it is directing or is playing. And as I don't find problem to solve that problem. So I can play and direct films at the same time.
All right. No hay mucho tiempo. That was the pronunciation for that first song out of the album.
Yes.
I want you to help me pronounce this next one. Is it Mensajes del Futuro? Or how do I say it?
Mensajes del futuro. Mensajes del futuro.
Mensajes del Futuro. Where do we wait on Mensajes del Futuro? Where will we get the whole project once it's out?
I think maybe in January next year, the album.
All available on all streaming platforms, just as the
this moment. And I'm going to release another music video. I'm going to release another music video in December from another hit.
All right.
But it's a kind of surprise, no?
We'll wait on that. Your experience with Paramount Pictures is also something that was of interest to me. In the latest Transformer movies, that was really impressive. How did that opportunity come about, and what influenced your artistic approach on that one?
I mean that last work?
Yes, that last work with Paramount Pictures on Transformers. How did that come about?
Okay.
Yes.
Because I was creating the voiceover of a character called Will Jack.
Yes.
It's a Latin Autobot. So they choose me because my voice matches the character, And so it's like bring that character to life using your voice, and it's a very difficult job actually, because you must watch the character and see the movements, the mood of the character, and represent that character with your voice. And it was an incredible experience, an amazing experience, because I was recording in a huge studio in this country, Spain, when I'm resident here, and it was fascinating for me to represent that character, but also that it was the Spain dubbing of the movie Transformers.
Okay. All right, we'll be definitely sharing that information out some more. Are you going to continue in the filmmaking journey as well as you do music?
Yes. And I'm not planning right now to create another short films or film projects, but as we must to create music videos. For me, in order to create those music videos, the filmmaking process is related to that. So I'm focused on create the best of the best for me, and to bring the best of me to make the better music videos I can. So it's part of my work to create music videos. I'm very pleased to do that.
All right. Are you currently in Venezuela or in Barcelona?
In Barcelona, living in Barcelona.
All right. As an artist who's residing in Barcelona, I'm just interested, how does your environment or the cultural diversity that you've had to experience, how does it influence your music and your art so far?
Well, for example, here, even Spain is a European country, but it's a Latin country. And all the culture of this country is related to Latin America, many aspects of life. I mean, and one of the most interesting things I find in this culture is the flamenco music. I don't know if you know flamenco music if you are here. But flamenco music has filtered to my music many times throughout my career, even in my home country. And I've been in touch with that music being here from the very beginning when I arrived here to this country. And that was a nurturing process for me in terms of music and composition.
All right. As an artist, when I'm taking a look at your catalog currently, you're as artistic as you are political, if I'm allowed to use that word on you at the moment. If you're speaking about, issues that are affecting society like war, environmental changes, climate change, and all that. Closer home, just to give you a bit of context, it's quite a difficult position artists find themselves in, which you have to maintain your artistic side, but also try and shy away from talking about issues of society. Is it possible to be an artist and maintain your artistic path, but also be able to highlight various issues which are happening within the society which you exist in?
Okay, I think that you can talk about the problems of society's problems from a general point of view, that at the same time, it may be profound at the same time. I mean, you are not restricted to talk about any specific problems, political problems from your surroundings or from the world today, but you can talk about the fundamental things that drive those problems. And even though that is political, you are not involved in political actual problems, and that is easy for me to talk about in that way, because it will prevent me to get problems with with the government or with any channel, TV or broadcasting channel,
All right. Your Venezuelan roots, how have they been impactful in your musical journey? Someone who's now currently in Barcelona, do your Venezuelan roots feature anywhere in your music?
Not that much, because I have been a rock musician all my life, but I think one of the things that are affected by the music, Venezuelan things that may be included in my style is the language.
Okay.
The words I use in my songs are the Venezuelan speech. So you can notice that in my songs, in my lines. You can notice that. But if you are a Spanish native speaker, you can notice that I am Venezuelan in my songs because of my way of talking when I'm singing.
All right. Okay. You're reaching out now to an African audience. What is your expectation? We are currently on KUTV Live, which is in Kenya, the heart of Africa. What is your expectation from this side of the world in terms of audience?
In terms of audios, okay, I think the music is universal. So maybe you can find maybe rock fans in Kenya. I don't know that like my music of pop rock music. I think there must be rock fans in Kenya, or people who loves rock, who loves pop rock.
Right, count me as one of those. Yeah, I'm now a big fan of your music.
So, what kind of music you hear? What kind of bands?
Local bands or international bands?
International bands.
Oh, right. I think I'm a bit of an old school head, so we'd go Linkin Park and,
okay.
that kind of old school hard. Yes, but now I have you here as my new artist on the lineup.
Okay, it's good.
All right.
Linkin Park is quite good.
Okay. In terms of your love side of the approach in music, are we going to get a purely love song at some point in the future? Because your voice, I bet it's very popular with people who are into love music.
Okay. I like love music. I love music. I mean, love is inherent of all the best song of the history of music, So I really enjoy to create love songs, and in this album there will be love songs, purely love songs, and that is a thing, an ingredient of the recipe that I always add in my albums, in my music.
Oh, okay. Any plan to visit this side of the world? A physical interview will be great.
Okay, I would like to visit some safari out there in Nairobi to visit the plains and those. I think there are kind of tourism safaris, and you can meet the lions and the elephants, and it looks amazing for me.
Yeah, I was actually, even location-wise, looking at your latest project in the desert in Catalonia. You'll get a couple of good shots here as well if you want to shoot a music video.
Okay, yes. And I'm going to discover places and locations in Kenya to figure out that my next music video maybe is the location is there. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Please loop us in when you do that. But just to remind our audience that they can be checking out your latest track from the upcoming album, which is No Hay Mucho Tiempo. They can get it on YouTube. Yes, and it's a very good story, a narrative involving a soldier here who's resisting orders. Someone who's trying to contribute to a broader impact of society, and hoping that continuously your work will be highlighting some of these societal issues. Some of them affecting us here, as far as you are and as far as we are from you. Still, your message relates very heavily to the issues that we are going through here.
Yes.
Right.
So I think this song is something. It's a very different stage of my music life, and I'm enjoying that process of evolution in my career. And I think that audience will be pleased to hear my new stage of my new art stage and music stage.
Right. Bay Evalon, yours is beyond entertainment, is also in positive impact, and we are really, really, really grateful that you could create time for us here on Art and Culture Monday.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I hope you enjoy my work as I do.
Yes, definitely. Let's just actually play your work as we leave this interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to you.
Okay. Art and Culture Monday here. We just had a conversation with Bay all the way from Barcelona. Bay Evalon, you can be checking him out on YouTube. He has a couple of videos, very cinematic. He's also a filmmaker, but you can get his voice in the latest Transformers film, where he's voiced one of those boats, which is part of the Transformers. Let's go for a short break, and then in the meantime, we listen to this song, No Hay Mucho Tiempo. Let's enjoy.
Las personas menos preparadas para sobrevivir
fueron las que superaron el desastre nuclear. Nadie de verdad se imaginaba que esto iba a pasar, pero no había mucho tiempo.
Come back now. I'm not your soldier anymore. Turn out. Do not enter the desert. Do not enter the desert. Squadron 5 should not plan its order.
Of intrigue and emotion. You might not understand exactly what is going on in terms of language, but you definitely are in tune with the emotions of that song, and that is artist Bay Evalon, or known as Baudilio Bay Evalon, better known as Bay Evalon. You can check him out on YouTube and on other streaming platforms. No Hay Mucho Tiempo is the latest out of the upcoming project, which is Messages from the Future. He's trying to help us, or trying to put into context, talking about things on how we must change ourselves to avoid the imminent threat that war represents to humanity, and other songs within this upcoming project in January, which will be also focusing on other issues, other threats, which will be something that humanity should be taking a look at. Bay Evalon, continue checking out his stuff out on YouTube. Coming up in a short while, we're continuing. That is a musician and filmmaker. Now we're coming to filmmakers who will be joining me on set here at 224. It's a production company by young creatives in the Republic who are doing films that are communicating our stories. And one of those stories will be aired in New York this December. You don't want to miss out on that conversation. I'll be right back. But in the meantime, continue enjoying this music.